Hello loves, my name is Cupicate and welcome to a new Clan Gen series. So we are going to be making Sun Clan today and doing a challenge called the Royal Blood Challenge. Now this is probably one of the more complicated challenges I've ever seen, so just excuse me if I mess up a few times here and there, but I am super excited to try something that is not as dark and gloomy, maybe a little more brutal. We're gonna have a lot of sass going on with these cats, but I think it's gonna be fun and different from anything that we've done before, which was what I was kind of hoping for, taking a break from all the doom and gloom. I know that many of you gave me clangen ideas, and the reason I went with this one is because it wasn't as doom and gloom. Many of those were very dark, following the spooky theme, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I do think we need a break from that, so we're going with this challenge instead. So I think I've got my settings correct. Like I said, it was very interesting to read. There's a lot that I was like, wow, there's a lot of rules, but we're going to try our best. Let's start new clan. The reason they have the name Sun Clan is because they are like a star. They can't obviously call themselves Star Clan, but the sun is the greatest and brightest of stars that we can visibly see where we are on the earth. And so they have named themselves after the brightest star. Already you can see where this is going. These cats are extremely full of themselves. And here we go. This is our first set of cats that we could potentially choose from. We do get 3 rerolls, which has been available for a really long time, but I'm already liking the look of these cats. So let me go over kind of the setup. So it did say no single parents, optional to same sex. I did actually turn on same sex. We haven't had a playthrough with that being allowed in yet. And so bam, here it is. You will start with a king as the ruler, which is your leader, and a queen as the next in line, which is your deputy. So you must have a male as the leader and a female as the deputy to start out. The more pretty cats, the better. You may have a queen as the leader after setup. Okay, cool. So let's check out these cats. First, we have Sneeze Tree, a childish adult male, a very pretty coat. Sneeze Tree makes me smile as a name. That is adorable. I don't know if can we pick an elder as a leader? All right, based on what I'm reading, it seems like if you are a royal and you become an elder and retire, you get downgraded to a knight. So I would assume that elders cannot take the throne. Okay, here we have Flyfoot. Now this is a beautiful cat. She is a female with a vengeful trait. For some reason, I could see a queen being vengeful, so she definitely has some potential. We have Clear Strike, who is a loving adult female. She's also very stunning. She could possibly be a queen as well. Absolutely beautiful. Lots of females here. Puddle Fawn could be Puddle Star. Female with fierce attitude. That's another great queen quality. I'm trying to decide if we want to go the loving route or the I am royalty and I'm going to shove it in your face route. We have Broken Flick, who could be Broken Star. A Shameless. Shameless would be a good trait for a king, not gonna lie. A shameless adult male. All right. We have Mottle Bracken, which is a single-coated scarred male. So it does look like single coats are not as loved in the royal bloodline. So I don't think that this makes a good king. And then we have Bubbling Lake, who could possibly be Bubbling Star, another childish male who's a senior adult. I'm honestly sincerely thinking that Broken Flick into Broken Star is going to be our best option. He does have a pretty coat with both having some tabby markings as well as some white touches. Mackerel Tabby. I believe this is a mackerel tabby, Tom. I could be wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still learning cat genetics. I think we're going to go ahead and make this the king of the royal family. I kind of want to pick 2 cats that will look good together, but also make sense together. I love that this female is vengeful. I really, really, really do. And I think shameless and vengeful will go beautifully together. I don't know that their coats necessarily match as well. I do think Puddle Fawn would also be a good option. Dang, this is going to be hard. I'm going to roll. I'm actually gonna roll for this one. Evens is Puddlefawn, odds is Flyfoot. Odds! So Flyfoot will be the queen of the royal family. Next, we have to choose the royal doctor. And I think the perfect choice for this, honestly, is going to be Clearstrike. She is so loving, and I think that makes her a perfect option for a healer, a royal doctor. We have to choose 2 nobles from the pool of cats. Now, nobles are old royalty or cats that are born from nobles or knights that survive the trial. So I like the idea that perhaps one of the this one only elder could possibly be a noble, but this could also be a knight. I do want Puddlefawn to be a noble. She does look like nobility, so we will recruit her for sure. So here's something that's important about nobles in particular, is that if anything were to happen to the king or the queen for any reason, they have to choose a noble as their future king or queen. So since we have chosen Puddlefawn as a noble and she's a female, I'm going to go ahead and choose a male. Although we can have same sex, so it doesn't really matter. I do like Sneeze Tree, however. He is a younger male, which could mean he may last longer in the story. I do like Bubbling Lake, but since he's a senior adult, I think we're going to go with Sneeze Tree as the next noble. Then we have to choose 2 knights. Knights are old nobles born from other knights or peasants that have survived the duel. I still need to learn a little bit about the duel. So with knights, I think we are going to choose Down Plume. I just love the idea of having an elder a part of this royal family. Usually you have that elder that you can go to. So we're going to choose Down Plume, and then I will choose Bubbling Lake. So Bubbling Lake will be our next knight, and then we have to choose 3 peasants. I'm going to choose Mottlebracken as a peasant. He has a single color coat and a scar, which just fits perfectly as a peasant, but that doesn't mean that he is lesser simply for his rank. Perhaps he is a very grand cat, and we will see what happens with him in the future. Now we get to choose 2 more. Now we can have kits that are born into peasanthood or adolescents that are born into peasanthood. So let's take a look at these. We have a Riverpaw, a strange adolescent female. We have 2 Riverpaws, a patient adolescent male. Okay. So we're going to only choose one of those since they have the same name. We have Tumblecit, which is a polite male kitten. I do love this beautiful smoky look. And then Quillkit, which is an inquisitive female kitten that kind of has a cheetah patching to it. We're going to say that Mottlebracken has adopted these orphan cats. They are not his by any means, but he is taking care of them and raising them himself. So that is our story of the past. So we will have Tumblecit and Quillkit, and that is our royal family. Sorry that took so long. Making this decision was actually kind of hard. Sorry, Riverpaws, but we will move on without you. Now we have to choose where we want our royalty to live. I don't think we've ever had a beach playthrough before. And for some reason, in my head, I was just imagining seashells being made into crowns and beautiful jewelry, and all the royalty and the nobles and the knights would wear jewelry associated with their rank, and like my artist brain was just so happy with that. So we're gonna go with the beach. And here are our royal cats. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of learn a little bit more about them. So Broken Star is currently feeling a bit gloomy. Still has all his 9 lives. He's a fantastic teacher, but his experience in teaching is low. He is a mackerel. I got it right. Oh my gosh. Okay, so he has golden eyes. He is a mackerel pelt with a medium fur length. Gonna be beautiful. Kind of want to do art of him and our queen like right now. I did start out with relationships on, so they have relationships predetermined. Let's go ahead. We're gonna have to set up our king and queen as mates. So let's do that. Choose mate. Let's see how good they are together. It's pretty meh. It's not good, it's not bad, it's kind of just like, we'll see where this goes. It's official. Our king and queen are officially together. Our queen is hoping Broken Star notices their improvement. Okay. Okay, she's extremely smart and vengeful. That's a terrifying combination. With average experience, okay. Clearstrike is thinking about taking on a new apprentice. Now it does say for our royal doctors. They do not have to be of royal blood, which is very nice, but they must have been a royal. So Clearstrike would have been a royal. There must not be more than 2 full-grown medicine cats at a time, and they cannot have kits. That's kind of scary. What happens if they have kits? Would it be better if I just turned kitting off? Prevent kits. There we go. But let's just make that happen. I don't need any of that drama. All right. Bubbling Lake was recently caught humming to themselves. Model Bracken is wondering if they would be a good swimmer. Sneeze Tree stuck their tongue out at a mouse that escaped their pounce while hunting. Puddle Fawn is worried others are judging them. Oh dear, Puddle Fawn, calm down. Down Plume is complaining about being cold. That sounds like something an old man would complain about. Wants to share tongues with Puddle Fawn. Oh, that's very sweet. I don't think Puddle Fawn wants that though. Wants to get to know Sneeze Tree better. Oh, our little peasant-born kits want to be nobles already? So now let's go down to where it talks about the rules with patrols. By the way, this was written by Rosie? I think, or Golden. I can't tell. There's 2 setups from somebody named Golden and somebody named Rosie in Discord. Either they're working on this together as a collaboration challenge, but please, y'all, the best thing that you can do to go support these creators is by going to the clangen Discord, which will be in the description if you follow the itch.io link. There, everything is there. And you can find this and you can support them there. It's called the Royal Blood Challenge. Once a new king or queen is chosen, they will choose a noble as their mate to become the new queen or king. So this is what happens if, say, for instance, Broken Star passes, loses all of his 9 lives. Flyfoot would then become the queen and then have to choose a new king. Or she would technically be king at that point and have to choose the next in line. They will continue to be the pair in charge until one or both retire or die. If both die or retire, then the eldest princess or prince will become the new king or queen no matter the age. If no heir exists, the kingdom will fall to ruin. So this explains how you lose the game. If, say for instance, we went on patrol right now and Broken Star and Flyfoot passed away and they never had the chance to have kits, we would literally have to start over. If one dies or retires, then they will keep ruling until the chosen heir becomes an adult. If no heir exists, then they will take on a new mate from the pool of nobles and will continue to rule as normal. Okay. Patrols. Royalty will not join patrols. Nobles can join patrols, but they are not required. Knights and peasants must go on patrols every moon. If a noble exists on the patrol, proceeding is optional, otherwise you must proceed. So if a noble decides to patrol, they don't have to proceed, but knights and peasants are required. Woo! All right, hopefully I can keep track of this. So let's go ahead and start patrols. We will go ahead and send our medicine cat out first because she's the easiest to kind of go with, and she simply gathers moss. Good. I will have our 2 nobles go out on a patrol together to hunt for the royal family. Okay, the patrol comes across a thunder path running along the shore. I'm actually going to roll to see if they pass or not. It's going to be a 50-50 chance. I rolled a 97%, so they feel confident in their ability to cross the thunder path without getting injured, and they proceed. And they seem fine, thank goodness. Now our knight, Bubbling Lake, and our peasant, Model Bracken, will decide to join forces and go out on a hunting patrol together. And with much struggle, they do end up getting an octopus to bring back to the royal family, which is quite impressive. Now our king and queen will not patrol, so that is all we can really do today. We'll save and go ahead and go to our first moon. This is so exciting. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Tumblecate was grabbed by an osprey, but luckily Clearstrike saves them. The kit is still left injured from the ordeal. Wow. So our medicine cat, despite not being skilled in fighting, was able to save this poor peasant kit from being taken. But now Broken Star, our king, has fallen ill. So far, the only 2 cats that are capable of catching food successfully are Bubbling Lake, one of our knights, and Model Bracken, one of our peasants. They make a great team. All right, on the second moon, newly made apprentice Tumblepaw touches noses with their new mentor Bubbling Lake. And Bubbling Lake is a knight. And you know how knights typically take on squires? I think this is kind of cool. I like the idea that Bubbling Lake, who is a knight, is taking on an apprentice like a squire. So I'm not going to change this. I actually think this is perfect. Quillkit has a tummy ache and Tumblepaw has a tummy ache. Uh-oh, looks like some bad food was eaten. So now our 2 nobles are going to decide to strut their stuff along the borders of Sun Clan. And they end up seeing Time Clan renewing their scent marks up ahead. They decide to proceed. It seems like the 2 have a good exchange and relations with Time Clan have improved. So these 2 nobles do take care in making sure other kingdoms are in their good side. So that's honestly smart. I'm impressed with our nobles. This whole picture baffles me. I was like in a state of shock when I saw this. Your patrol catches the scent of a red fox. Tracking it, they find the animal feeding on a shark that the waves have washed ashore for the night. They end up fighting off the fox. What? What? That's amazing. Model Bracken darts low to the ground, gets under the jaws, and sinks their teeth into the fox's throat. It's only 1 bite, but the fox has had enough and flees. Model Bracken is a fighter. No wonder they got that scar. They fight. That's cool. Even though they have a single pelt and have a scar, maybe if they have the opportunity, they could try and fight to get to be knight status, because that is a thing that we can do in this challenge. Now that is all the time I have for the first episode of Sun Clan. I know that a lot of the building up of the clan took a long time, but I'm already excited to see where these cats go, build stories for them, do art of them with beautiful shell jewelry. That just sounds amazing. I hope y'all are excited to see where this clan goes as well. I kind of like that we are taking a break from the doom and gloom and looking on cats of royalty for a little bit. I hope y'all like this too. If you do, tickle and poke that like button, subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle the bell to get notified of when I post the next Sun Clan episode. Also, feel free to join Discord or follow me on Twitch so we can hang out on other platforms. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for more of Sun Clan, our royal clan of cats. Bye!